worst part. That's exactly what I'm trying to say, but honestly, I have no clue, Sam said, which left Vex disappointed again. Just then, Nate came into the room. Everyone is to come to the meeting room immediately, Nate shouted. The sun shields are here. Episode 603, The Sun Shields Attack. The whole faction had been preparing for this day. As the days went by, people took fewer and fewer quests, and it didn't take long for the members to notice what was going on. Megan, one of the rank Bs, tried her best to keep it under wraps, but it was nearly impossible. Still, surprisingly, not many chose to leave the Crows. Some had requested Blip to try and move them to a bigger faction, but most of them had great loyalty to their leader, who had gotten them this far. In preparation for the attack, scouting ships were placed around the planet 24/7, more than usual, as they would cover a wider area as well. They wanted to know as soon as possible when they were coming, not when they were about to land. When one of these scout ships discovered a force coming their way, rather than engaging, the first thing they did was come back to report. There were going to be no needless deaths today. In the room, the alliance between the Crows and the Cursed family was present, and the one leading the actual meeting was Sam, rather than Blip or the others. Each of them sat at a round table, while Sam looked at them. He was nervous, but he knew many lives and people were counting on him, so he was powering through. Based on the location of the ships, they will be here in about an hour. We have already informed the people. They are on their way to the teleporter's location, being escorted to head to Quinn's ship, although some of them have refused to leave, which was expected, Sam said. There are a few things I'm worried about. What the people will act like once they are moved to an unknown area, and how to control these people while their family members are out there fighting. That's why I suggest that Linda, the second most prominent figure in the Crows, go with them. This is very important. This was decided beforehand. Linda wanted to stay and fight, but there was a second reason why this was decided apart from the one Sam had mentioned. She didn't have her ability. With Blip taking part in the fight personally, he would have wanted to fight side by side with his sister. When she wasn't transforming using her ability, he would know something was up. They didn't want Kaz to start going on a killing spree towards the end of the fight again, when everyone was tired, so this was the best thing to do. The water users will be placed on standby and won't be joining this fight. Wait, Megan said. The water ability is the most effective against the fire users. Shouldn't we have them on the front line fighting with us? At least each squad should have a water user, don't you think? There aren't many after all. The faction members would be split up into 6 different squads, led by their strongest fighters and highest ranks. Nate, Megan, Blip, and Dennis would be the main squads, and then there were 2 more, with Quinn and Vex. Maybe some people would disagree about the last 2, but they didn't have enough time to argue about it. Megan was suggesting that a water user would be placed in each of these squads above. No, Sam replied. The fire ability can easily cause destruction. It's what makes the ability so powerful. Even if they don't intend to, the buildings around them will be set ablaze. When this happens, I want our water users to go around and calm these fires all around us. What's the point of winning this battle if everything around us is destroyed? I don't plan on abandoning this place. The determination in Sam's voice gave everyone confidence. When he first started to speak, he was a little shaky, but as he went on, he started to believe in his plan more, and it allowed the others to as well. This boy is good, Paul thought. Quinn here sure do know how to pick them. But when Quinn had turned Sam, he had no clue Sam had this great of a mind. He had turned him just because he saw him as a friend. He wanted to stay alive. In his group, they would often rely on Logan, but rather than coming up with tactful plans, Logan would just be able to come up with solutions to the problem.